Now, I learnt my trade. This is another thing that gets under us older driver skins. I learnt my trade the old-fashioned way. It took me 8 years to learn my trade, and I mean learn it. They can take a fella off the street now, Tony, in 26 months, they make him a train driver. Okay, people say it only takes 2 years to make an astronaut. Yes, that's true. But before that person can become an astronaut, he's got to be a pilot or something like that, which takes years and years and years. So, because I learned it the old way, and a lot of the other people learned it the old way, we think that's quite frightening, because they learn how to be a train driver sitting in a classroom and not having a shot at you because you're a teacher. You can be the world's best academic, but unless you can transfer from what's in the grey matter to here, you're as useless as tits on a bull, honestly. And we've seen a lot of it. All those little accidents and derailments and spads and all the troubles that city rowers having here a while ago, they learnt that the people had all the qualifications, but they didn't have the physical experience. We had to get the physical experience plus the qualification. We learnt the physical every day of our working life, mostly all at night time, 15, 16, 17 hour days. And in between that you had to cram in all the academic stuff to your job. Now they go into a classroom, they do all the academic, and then they unleash them on an unsuspecting public. They put 2,000 people in an 8-car train and let them drive around at 70 mile an hour. Frightening, isn't it? Yeah, like for me to qualify for this seat took me 20 years of night work. 20 years of pushing freight trains, passenger trains, interurban trains, amassing all the experience. 20 years to get my ass on this seat, and now you've got an administration that turns around and tell you your 33 years of experience means nothing. You are either competent, incompetent, compliant, non-compliant. If you are incompetent or non-compliant, you won't have a job. You know, so that's my bitch for the day. Beautiful country, even.
Well said.
It's you should see it under snow.
Yeah,
it's magnificent.
It snows here, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's Mount Tarana. Yeah. She's always the first place around here to get snow.
Right, and when would you expect that? July? June?
Late July, early August. Yeah, July, August. Bitterly cold through here in the winter time. The winds actually funnel up through these valleys here. The wind's been that strong here, this is no bullshit. They've actually buffeted the locomotive as we come through the cuttings. The wind comes up through the cuttings and all this sort of stuff. You know, but I still like my job. I still like my job. I'm just fed up with it.
Must be depressing, all that stuff.
Well, see, you know, we don't know if we're going to have a job after Christmas. And this is happening year after year after year after year. Cut back, cut back, cut back. They walked out to the maintenance depot on the 13th of December here about 1999. And they said, right, all you blokes, long-time service people on the job, all you blokes that work on the engines, your service is no longer required to go into private contract. Given 20, 30 years of service. No warning, nothing. What type of morale does that instill into the rest of the workforce that's trying to keep the fleet on the rails, because they don't know if they're going to have a job from one day to the next. And same as us. You know, I've got all these qualifications, and with the stroke of a pen I've lost them. Because we've thrown out all the old safe working system and we're now on a new safe working system. Every diesel locomotive that you see that was a former New South Wales locomotive, I was qualified to drive it, and there's not much I didn't know about it. Now, I'm not allowed, even ever set foot on it because I work for a different company. You know, when we've had breakdowns and things like this, not allowed to touch nothing unless you've got that piece of card from the College of Knowledge, what we call it. The College of Knowledge issues us with a competency certificate or a compliance card. Unless it's annotated and updated every 16 weeks, we don't have a job. And you've got to pass the exams every 16 weeks to keep your job. We have got this big new medical thing that they were talking about. Dave, we're at Tarana, mate.
Someone waiting for you here?
Yep. Thanks, buddy.
Tarana.
Yep.
It's funny it stops here. I wanted to catch the train at Molong to go to Broken Hill, but it doesn't stop at Molong, does it? That's quite a big town, isn't it?
Bigger than here, Tony.
Bigger than here.
Do you know why?
Why doesn't it stop at Molong? Because it's closer than Parkes.
Because the preceding administration that was running the railways decided to shift half the railway line away from the platform. Instead of renew a bridge in situ, they built a brand new bridge beside the old bridge.
Yeah.
And they had to slew the track away instead of turning around and rebuilding the bridge.
Yeah.
They put one right next to it and then knocked the old one down. Well, that meant that the alignment wasn't there for platform. I've turned around and told Pissers, that's the blokes with the PSS, Passenger Services Supervisor, if anybody ever gets off the train at Molong, give us a cooey because I'll stop at Molong for them. The trouble is, we can get one door on the end of the platform. But we stop at a place, next week when you go out you'll see that there's going to be a tiny little milk churn stand in the middle of the friggin' Sahara Desert. It's called Darnik. And we've got to stop at Darnik, but we're not allowed to stop at Molong. We're not allowed to stop at Manildra. It's a full-blown bloody station at Manildra. Not allowed to stop there. It's in competition with the private bus companies.
Serious?
I'm deadly serious. Deadly serious. Not allowed to stop at Coronor. There's a complete bloody station at Coronor out of Orange. You're not allowed to stop at Molong. You're not allowed to stop at Manildra. Well, there's nothing at Bunbury anymore because they beautified the platform there with a D9 Caterpillar. And this is what preceding administrations have been doing. See, they come in, shut the station down, bulldoze the bastard out of the way so that nobody can use the service. See what I mean?
Now, how long have we got till, what's the next main stop? Is it Orange?
Bathurst. Bathurst is at 10:41.